Welcome everyone to the Spin the Wheel Challenge on Calmsden. Uh, this map just came out a few days ago. I thought I'd like to play it. I don't know if it's totally my style of map, but I never played it in 22 because I've only played a little bit of 22. So I thought it'd be fun to have a different map, and I want to kind of do a different challenge. Um, and I'm calling this one Spin the Wheel because we're going to use a random wheel for a lot of our decisions that we make during this series. Uh, First off, I purchased this main place, which is just the house. It had equipment. I sold that equipment off, and then using power tools, I gave that money back. So basically, we're starting with $500,000. We have um, zero equipment. I sold, like I said, I sold all that back. When I sold all that, it was 708,000, and I used power tools to take us back down. Basically gave it away, so that we're back to our 500,000. We do have a $250,000 loan. Um, but yeah, as you can see, we don't own any land other than this right here, essentially. Uh, Few other things. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna spin. We're gonna spin to see what land we buy. So I kind of just put all this land that was about 200,000 or less around the map onto a wheel. So we'll spin that. We'll also spin again on the land to see what our next purchase is, so that we know what we're saving up for. So we'll always know what our next land that we can buy is. Eventually, I'll add these bigger pieces in. But for right now, it didn't make sense, to come over here and 1.3 million. We just, if we rolled that, we'd be screwed. So I kind of put ones that we could afford right off the bat. But so that's where we are at that. The objective I'm thinking is I want to get to about I think 2 million in cash will kind of be our goal for this. Have our loan paid off, have 2 million in cash, and that's without going through and selling all of our equipment and stuff. Just naturally. So it's kind of my thinking. I'm gonna allow myself to lease, no more loans. We're gonna try and do 2 contracts a day, but that's part of the spin the wheel. It could be a case that we lose one of those. We're also going to spin the wheel to see which contracts we can do. So I'm going to kind of jump into that now so we can get started. So this first episode, let me jump back, see if I can switch screens here. Let's jump over and take a look at the wheel. So here's the land. Like I said, I put everything that was about 200,000 or less on the wheel. So we're gonna spend it twice. First one's the one we have to buy this episode. Second one's just our next piece of land. Maybe we buy it this episode. Maybe that's what we're building up to. So let's give it a spin. See what we get for land. Looks like number 3. Lot 3 is our first one. So let's spin it again. See what the next piece of land after that we buy is. 14. Okay, so 3 and 14. Some of the other wheels that I'm got here, like I said, I've got one for contracts, so we can spin that too. Or actually, let's do this one, the crops and the animals, because this kind of sets up the game. I didn't want to just come in here and say, okay, I can put down whatever. And, I'd probably lean towards silage and I would just monocrop and get up to that 2 million. I want to spin for 3 things here, and I got to kind of base my farms around that. Now, if I get a piece of land and there's grass on there and I want to cut it first, or there's trees on there and I've got to take the trees off first before I can use it, it makes sense that I'm going to make money that way. But for the main part, I want to try and use these 3 So I've kind of put in here um, animals, and I don't know, I had bees in there, but I probably should remove that, but I guess we'll leave it in there. I've got a lot of the animals. I don't have horses in there, and I've got a lot of the crops. Um, no root crops, and I don't think I put like rice in there as well, or sugarcane. So a lot of crops and a lot of animals, and we'll just kind of spin and get three of those. Just see what we're gonna base our farms around. So the first one is canola. Okay, we got canola as one of ours. I can handle that. Be nice to get another crop. Oh, yep, soybeans. That'll work. Two of them that we can get the same, pretty much the same equipment for. Um, Third one, sorghum. Good shape. Okay. So that's kind of how we're going to have to make our money is pretty much canola, soybeans, and sorghum, which means we're going to need a combine, obviously, is the route we're going to have to go. But going back to the wheels, I also have a wheel for like the first tractor, um, and it's going to determine which tractor we get off the bat. So it's used small, new small, all the way medium and large is the same way, both used and new. And I have downloaded a mod for the used market that makes it much larger so that there's a good chance that there will be a medium tractor, or a large tractor, or a small tractor in there. And if there isn't, we have to wait, I guess, till one comes on. And today, I guess, all we'll do is the contracts. So this is where we're at here. We're going to spin it to see what tractor we're going to get. New small. Okay. So those were kind of the setup ones. Now the ones that we're going to do every day when we come on, um, we've got this monthly fortune one, and I put different things on the wheels, like you can only work at night. You have to place down a structure this month. You get free $25,000 to spend on equipment. Um, Donate 10% of your current funds to charity. So that's where a lot of that stuff I'm going to have to use power tools to put money in and take money out. This is also where your contracts can pay double or they can pay half for this month. So I tried to put in even numbers of good and bad, and then one or two neutral. Like putting the structure down, it's kind of a neutral. So we'll go ahead and spin this. Like I said, every day, every month when we come in, this will kind of determine what we have to do that month. Is kind of another deal. So if you have any ideas of what can add to this, let me know. We'll also, as we get going more, we might add more into it. Like if you get more fields, well maybe um, you can't work this field this month, stuff like that. So let's just spin it for today. And we got spend all your funds until you're under 100K or under 1K. Oh crap. So I got to spend all my money this month till I get down to under 100K. Great. Okay, we can do that. And then, like I said, we're going to have contracts. And the way I've done the contracts is it's kind of broken down into four categories. You got grass, so that could be your mowing contracts, your baling contracts, wrapping. Then you got harvesting. Obviously, that stands for itself. Then you got fertilizing and spraying together, and then soil preparation is a category. So you could choose a category from plowing, cultivating, weeding. Now, I kind of left out some of the wood, like the dead wood contracts and the transport. So we could be a little screwed in the winter, but basically we're going to spend for two of these, and you get to choose whatever the best one that you want to do out of that category. So that way we're only doing two contracts a month. Not getting too carried away with contract, but it gives us a way to make some extra cash too. So we got a fertilizing one as our first, and it could be a case, you get the same one twice, and soil preparation. Okay, sounds good. So let me switch our screens back around here, and we'll jump back in. And first off, we need to look at land number 3. That's what we got. Okay, so not a bad price. Let's go ahead and buy it. I don't even, like I said, I have no idea about this map. I've never played it. Haven't even really looked around. I jumped in, seen all the equipment, sold it off. So this is all kind of new to me. Okay, well, this is good. We got a nice crop already that we can use. So what's our next one is 14. Where's 14? And what does this thing have? Okay, so it's got green beans on it. I can't really use the green beans, so I might wait. I wonder, I don't know that much about green beans. I wonder when they'll have these harvested and pulled off of here. Maybe we'll get lucky and something else will come in. But for now, I think we're going to focus on just this. Is fine. Now, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. The other thing is, so we need to, like I said, here's the used market. I installed the mod, so you can see you got a lot more used automobiles in here, which is nice when we get to that point. I guess we could look through it, but let's start with getting our tractor. So we can pick a small tractor that's new. I kind of feel like bang for your buck. I mean, this one does go up to 171 horse, but man, you are paying a lot. I'll bet by the time you put the 171 horse, yeah, you're $170,000. I just don't think I want to spend that right now. It's hard to beat this Fendt for small tractors. This is a good tractor too, obviously you start out with, but it's only got 116 horse. The Fendt is 147 horse. It can also run a sprayer and a fertilizer pretty cheap, attachment wise, a loader. So we'll probably go with the Fendt. I know I'm using it on the Animal Whisper series too, but for this range, that's probably what we'll start out with. So might play around with some colors here. How about we make it white? What's that look like? Change the wheels to a blue. How about Limpkin blue? Sure. I don't think I need a license plate. And we'll buy that. There we go. So we do need a combine, and I'm half tempted just to buy one. I mean, I know it's ready. We could lease one, but we did get three grain crops, so essentially we're going to be using it over and over and over. Just trying to see if there's anything in here that we can afford. That case is about the cheapest, and it's still pretty expensive. Nice cedar in here. Oh, I would have liked to have bought that. Why couldn't I got used? Yeah, I'm not seeing too much here. And there was our Fent we just bought, but we had to buy new. And there's a lot in here right now. Seeds we're probably going to want. I do want this trailer for our grain, the TARDIS tandem. And I do want the extra capacity with it. Let's go with no plate on it as well. Just change that cover. Maybe to white. Buy that. What else are we going to need? We're going to need a way to cultivate and plant, of course. Of course, we had that cedar up there that would work. This is nice as well. Takes 160 horse, which we don't have. But I do like that thing for weeding. I better wait. I don't know if we can pull it. There's a cheap cultivator, but honestly, I think that cedar was on up here. Plow is nice as well. There's quite a bit of stuff in here we can use, other than there's my header. This would work for the Massey. If I wanted to go the Massey route, there is a cheaper option I've got. Yeah, this cedar, we should probably buy this cedar. It's on sale, and it will do. Well, it's only going to be good for our canola. So do we start with that? Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to go. Money's going fast. I do like this. I'll think about that. Decide if I want to use that as fertilizer. That's probably good for right now. And just, this will be an awesome. It's just, I don't know if we want to spend that money right now. Do we want to spend? This would set us up though. Would set up. Let me look at this. This is the actual flow 7150. Let me look at that down here. Just see what headers we can put on that. Not that familiar with it. So we would have to go another $48,000 probably to get this big head. It is 8.5 meters compared to the 5 or 6 meter. And it would do all of our crops. Then we would need a trailer. Not sure which trailer that would take too. Okay. I think we're gonna go that route. Um, we're gonna buy this header new. Since we're gonna be doing all these crops, we might as well. And then I think I'll buy the. Let's go ahead and buy the. What's the 3 options? Because the tires. Let's just go standard. Save. Buy that. I think that's good for right now. We are going to need seeds. I see there was a seed for sale. Buy all them. Okay. Now I got to figure out the header trailer. Not sure which one it takes. I would say this 30 would work, right? Say that would take up to 30. We'll do this. Buy that. We are going broke fast. Okay. So let's run down to the shop. Tractor. And our trailer. We can leave that here for right now. I guess we should go over the settings too while we're sitting here before we get too far. So, seasonal growth's on. I got snow on. I think I'm going to shut that off. I've been having issues with snow if you're going through the months too fast. Most everything's off. And it's on easy. You know, like I said, this is going to be a quicker, it's not going to be a grind type of series. I just kind of want to have some fun, check out a new map, do something a little different with the spins every day. Oh shoot. Kinda limited in space here to pick this up. Can we just hit it? Might have want to design this a little different to give ourselves some more room. So this is the store. I kind of like. I like how the equipment's out here. That's a nice touch. But I wish there was a little more room there to work with. See if we got the right trailer for this. Yeah, looks like it'll work. Oh, while I'm here, okay, I should probably fix this since it's used. We're gonna be using it, so let's just go ahead and fix it while we got it here. Yeah, another $10,000. Sure, why not? We're just bleeding money right now. I wonder if you'd hit these cars. Are they going to reset? Can you move them out of the way? Okay. Better make this map a little bigger. I don't even know exactly where I'm at or where I'm going. So we're right here. If I can even get out of here. It's one thing I didn't want to do a huge playthrough in here, because one of the things I do not like about this map is the narrow roads. That blows. Let's head down the road, I guess. Let's see. Probably gonna have to do some in-cab driving with this setup, just because these trees too that line the road is kind of hard to see out of. So, like I said before, if you've got some ideas of what to put on this wheel as challenges for each day, or good or bad, let me know. And Calmsden, have you played it? What's your thoughts on it? I'd like to know. Basically, we just come down here, hang a right, go up to our new home. I was kind of hoping to maybe get an animal or something in there too as well, but that's fine. The way it worked out, 3 crops. I just didn't want to, it seems like I always lean towards doing silage, which would have been fine if it was one of the 3. But, if grass would have came up. But this way it gives you presents a little more of a challenge. Let's see, we got a turn here. So it was basically between this map, oh great, or Frankenmuth that came out, but I just thought this one, the field sizes were a little better for a challenge like this. Frankenmuth, fields were so large that it would have been tough. There's only a few fields that you can buy. So we gotta go in here, I take it. Okay. See how this works. Yeah, see, like, it's just so tight for get through here with decent equipment. Oh my god. Did I seriously just lose that header off of there? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, got in that gate the first try. No problems. Jeez. Louise. So how do I get into this place now, too? Maybe there's not a fence around my land, by the looks of it. I think I can drive through the hedge. Thank goodness. I think I'm gonna park this over here. I can see the neighbor's land's gonna get used a little bit. I mean, the good thing is it doesn't look like I have a whole lot of wasted area on my land. But at the same time, that also means I don't have anywhere to put anything. So let's what do you think I'm doing? I'm unfolding the harvester tool. What if I need to hire this first? It's giving me error. Sometimes when it does that, it's if I hire a worker and then fire them, they can at least do all this. Yeah. See, it wouldn't let me do that, but it would let them. Great. Perfect. I'm sure it was my fault somewhere, but oh yeah, this swath. Do we want the swath? I think I'm going to disable it for this. We don't have the equipment to do anything with it. Not that it's worth a lot. We probably eventually will do something with the swath. Say disable it, and I enabled it. But for now, I think we'll just throw it down. Yeah, I haven't used this combine. It seems pretty good. I like the width of it. It's nice anyway. Better than the little small one you start with. We'll see how much capacity if we gotta go grab the wagon. And right now, I mean, I might end up just, you know, since we have that wagon with the extra capacity, we might just leave it in it as our storage because we don't have any room on this land to put down a silo. That's going to be interesting too. We might have to take a piece of land that we're going to buy and rather than plant a crop on it, designate it as our kind of our yard, put down a house and you know, sheds and everything, silos, because right now we do not have any of that room for that right now here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go grab the wagon. We're over a fourth full and we haven't made one lap, which is good. You know, get a good output. Didn't really look, but I'm gonna assume wheat prices are, yeah, January. Pretty horrible right now. So the question is, what do we plant back in here? Have to look at the seasons and see which one of the... I don't think you can plant sorghum right now for sure. Might be able to plant canola. I think I'm gonna bear down, get this harvested, go grab the trailer, tractor and trailer, just knock this field out. Okay, so we got 25,000 liters. That doesn't seem bad. Um, don't know what we were thinking we are gonna get, but the other thing I forgot to do is part of our daily spend. We were supposed to get under 100K, so we need to spend, this $25,000. So probably gonna go back into the store, see what we can find. I do believe there was a fertilizer spreader in there in the used store. We could definitely use that. I do think we're going to plant canola back into that field. Sure, there was a spreader. Yeah, this one. Don't really care about any of that. So we'll go ahead and buy this. We are going to need a weeder at some point. go with the old cheapo. And then we're going to need fertilizer. Can't remember if there's any fertilizer in the used market or not. Seemed like there was. Lime. Don't need that. Yeah. Here's a bag. Little save a little. So let's buy that. That leaves us 2,000. I guess we could just buy another bag. Okay, 149 bucks left. We fulfilled our definitely under 1,000. So now what we got, we're gonna plant this, but we also need to look at the contracts. There is this big weeding contract that would qualify as our sub or doing our soil contract. So I'm definitely gonna take that. Gonna have to borrow the items, of course. Don't really want to do that field with ours for 400 bucks. And I'd rather just take the big equipment. Let's knock it out. So let's do that for that contract, and then we need one for fertilizing or spraying. So these two would be our fertilizing. I'd say 7 is closer. Doubt there's any spraying. Yeah, spraying's usually a little less, and not a big fan of it. But so now this one, I think I'll still use their equipment for 400 bucks. I know we've got a fertilizer spreader and all, but wear and tear on our equipment, might as well use their fuel, their wear and tear. So, and I might even on these contracts bring this tractor back to do our planting with. Might as well. So let's borrow that, so we don't have to spend any of our own fuel. Let's see. Do we want to do the weeding contract first? Well, I'm going to knock out both of these contracts and then head back to start planting our canola in our own field, and we'll call it a month. went ahead and collected for both those contracts. Um, I think that'll probably do it for this episode. We'll come back and plant canola in September, do a couple more contracts, spin the wheel again, see what we get. Um, but yeah, if you had some ideas for what to put on the wheel, please leave your comment below. But otherwise, please subscribe and like, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.